This is Dream Troll, Realm of the Tormentor, 6 tracks, 34 minutes, the 5th release overall from the English band released July 2021 independently. Written and produced by Matt Baldwinson, who I believe is also the bassist in the band. At least 2 promo tracks have been released in the Tormentor and Winner Takes Nothing. Beyond that, it's a little bit hard to dig up all the information. And like I said, special shout out to T1000, Tim Caddison, for pointing out that this was being released, because I would never have known about that if it wasn't for that, because they're a little independent band with like 1,500 listeners a month or something on Spotify. So here we go. How'd you go with it, Tim?
This is a very sneaky good record.
It is, isn't it?
It is. It's a little bit quirky. They've tried some shit, and it worked.
Beautiful.
First of all, I mean, I've never heard anything that quite sounds like this. You can call it a hard rock. Like, I mean, there are some, classic hard rock and heavy metal tones in there, but apart from that, nothing quite sounds like this. Yeah. But what I love about it is how well thought out the songwriting is. Every note is spectacularly tried and tested to make sure it's the right thing. The musicianship is on point. Great playing all around. Particularly the guitars are pretty stunning. It's hard to describe how good this is without actually. You've got to listen to it. Basically, you've got to listen to it because it's hard to describe because there's absolutely nothing to compare it to, and that is in the best way possible. So, just kind of proggy, but not proggy hard rock. Very modern. Actually, you know what I would compare it to? Nuclear Power Trio with vocals.
Okay, yeah, because I actually put down.
That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of on the top of my head.
That's a good one, but also if you like anything from Ghost through to Night Flight Orchestra, if you're anywhere in that wheelhouse, but Nuclear Power Trio, that too, that's a good wheelhouse.
But is it? Again, we've never found this record without it, but it's a really sneaky good listen, and it does stick with you as well. So, like, everyone should check this out, because, like, even if you get nothing out of it, there's always a chance that you will, because, again, it's so out there. But yeah, check out The Devil Inside is my highlight, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 because I really enjoyed it.
Cool. Nice. We've got some comments coming through. I'll get to them after I've done my bit here, just to keep the continuity going. Their entire slogan is making the old new, or sound new again, and they've more than lived up to that with this record here. Heaps of melody, heaps of space in this too. This leaps out at you from the start. You put this on, it just jumps out. It gets your attention straight away. I love the rumble in the bass. There's a comment about that in the comments, but yeah, the rumble in the bass is fantastic. Lead guitar and the synth on this one trade off nicely. It's all really incredibly well balanced. In the writing, the performance, how every note has a purpose on this one. That's true. That's a bit of a progressive element to this one. Nothing's over the top. Nothing's overstated. Nothing's too flashy, although there is plenty of flash in it. And it all just really is balanced out, and that's complemented by beautiful production. Some great hooks in this. Like, you got some great gang vocals over the hooks too. It's got a. I know it's not. This might you'll put this on and you'll hear the 80s straight away. But you give this one a couple of spins, you're like, shit, okay, this is really good. There is a bit of aggression that catches it by surprise. It plays off against the melody really nicely in this one. The mix, I'm going to go back to it. I fucking loved the mix on this. It's got great space, great polish, but the grit hasn't been sacrificed. There's enough crunch in the guitar and the bass. The drums have a nice bit of snap and sizzle. The clarity in this really highlights the vocals and the lyrics, and the storytelling is important in that context. And you can't understate the earworm factor of what's gone into it. And the production side of it has really helped that along, because those hooks just get stuck in your fucking head.
It is so well thought out.
Yeah, every detail.
Like, some of those runs are just like just classic earworm.
Definitely. There's a nice vocal and synth combination in the chorus to Winner Takes Nothing, which is the clip of referenced here. That just sticks in your head for me. That was one of the ones like, okay, cool. Like I was saying, this is straight out of the 80s in a lot of respects, but it's also really contemporary, straight out of today as well. They've They've got something modern and fresh with some old roots in it. They've just taken that goal I put at the top of my review, and that's it's rock. There's a bit of pop sensibility about it. There's that progressive element to this as well. And fuck, every element gets the time to shine on this one. None of the you hear guitar, synth, vocal, bass, drums. Everyone gets their moment to shine. And there's some serious use of feel and soul in this. It's fun and uplifting, but there's like a lot of soul in this too. Great riffs, great solos. Fuck, I like how they build tension in these songs too. They really know how to build up to the moments to give you the payoff there as well. Great push and pull across the board. And the closing track, how they added a bit of darkness to that one in particular was really cool for mine, especially like the final act of it all. It's a nice heavy piece that builds nicely, and I love the delayed final hit, that little riff, that one-off riff at the very end of the album where they just spaced that, went bang. I fucking chuckled at that. I thought it was really well done. It was like that final little, here you go, just one more for you. It was so just executed brilliantly. If you like anything from the 80s through to today, check this one out. Like I said, Ghost, Night Flight Orchestra, but what you said about Nuclear Power Trio with vocals would fit this one as well. This is worth spinning. Even if it's not your bag immediately, this is going to get your attention and stay with you a lot more than you think. Check it out. So, Tim C., thank you for sending this in to us. I'll get to the comments in a second, but for me, 9 out of 10, fucking loved it. As Death Rains from the Sky and Winner Takes Nothing, my absolute standouts on this, but there is fucking not a dud moment. And for a little half-hour listen, this is one that is definitely worth your time. So please do check it out.